My name is Lakin, and I'm a singer-songwriter.
My name is David Contreras, drummer, producer, aka Contrarian, aka co-producer on Echoed Love.
My name is Marko. I'm one of the music producer on the track Echoed Love.
So for this first single, Echoed Love, I wanted to approach it from very much a producer standpoint. I did play some of the instruments, and Marko and Dave contributed in all different kinds of ways, so it was really collaborative.
Being a drummer, my role is often leaning towards the beat part of things, and we collaborate on everything, but in this particular case, the beat was a very challenging thing to tackle, so I was very involved with that. I met Lakin several years ago through our mutual friend Joel Salcedo, who also plays bass on Echoed Love.
We were playing a gig together at the Fox Theater. It was one of the bigger gigs that I had.
We've played live together since several times.
I met Lakin at one of her show. David was playing with her at a show in LA. He told me to stop by and come check her out because she has great songs.
Then we had coffee and just kind of talked and found that we had a lot of similar thoughts on how to approach music.
So Echoed Love has a really interesting vibe. It's kind of a mix between singer-songwriter acoustic, because Lakin writes a lot on acoustic guitar, but at the same time, in that song, the beat was really important, and he had kind of that R&B, hip-hop, a little bit kind of thing. So it's like a blend between that acoustic singer-songwriter and that heavy emphasis on the beat part of it.
Echoed Love is a slightly melancholy song, but I wouldn't call it outright sad at all. It has an air of hope and love, and that's part of what makes it interesting. I always like songs that are emotionally a little bit ambiguous, where you're sort of in the cracks between different emotions, and this definitely applies in this case.
So for this song in particular, it has the same chord progression over and over again. And that's because when I first wrote the music part of this song, I was messing around with my looping pedal, and I came up with kind of the general beat that I wanted to hear. I came up with the chord elements, and then I also came up with a guitar motif that comes throughout the song. The chord progression itself, it feels like something's happening but never really arrives. And I feel like that kind of matches also the lyrical element of the song.
Producing Echoed Love was challenging in some ways because of the emotional ambiguity of it, and at the same time also the vision for the sonic creation of the song. We were floating in between the songwriter thing, the guitar thing, but also the original version had a very beat heavy, slightly hip-hoppy feel to it. Crush that, and then the other ones come back in.
The drums were really challenging because Lakin was really precise with what she wanted, and she already had like some pretty advanced demo, and so we were trying to match this and obviously enhance it.
And marrying those things, like the beat having enough grit, but also combining that with the softness and the ethereal vibes, that was a real challenge.
So it was a balance between keeping her happy with what she wanted in a vision and also having us kind of expressing ourselves as music producer.
I think the vocals for this song were a little bit difficult. You know, when you hear the track, a lot of the focus is on the vocals. So, you know, you're hearing every breath, you're hearing every nuance that I'm singing, and so it was kind of hard to deliver a performance, you know, that still felt vulnerable enough, but that at the same time, you know, kind of communicated the vibe on it.